Okay, here we go. Okay, so what we're going to share with you today is how to help yourself be organized. So we put together a checklist here, and this is just something that you can use as a guide. So then you can go in and make this checklist your own. So I'm just gonna, I know you all can read, and one of my pet peeves is going to a meeting and have somebody read verbatim what they put in front of you. It's like, really? I can read. Um, so I'm just gonna let you scan this, but I'm also going to have it, I'll put it on Dream Builders so that you can copy it off and then adjust it to fit yourself. So you will notice that there are certain things that are put in here so to grow your business. There are certain things put in here to grow your mind and your knowledge about the business, which will ultimately grow your business. And just nuts and bolts of things like adding prizes to the guest order before midnight. So if you have prizes in your parties now, we all kind of need to figure out a way to do the prizes so that we don't cost more for ourselves with the direct ship now. But can we all say how much we love direct ship now? I have not had to contact one person about a bad credit card. Whoop, whoop. That's worth it right there, let me tell you. Amen. Okay. So these are things that you can just use as a guide, like I said, and then change it for yourself. But for example, 10 booking messages. Like Tracy said, you really have to challenge yourself to build up your parties in advance so that you don't say, oh, well, I don't need to have any parties this month, maybe next month. Or, or you frantically are like, oh, I need parties. And you call up your best friend and you haven't had a party in 6 months. Can you help me out? Okay. So we don't ever want to appear desperate. So to stay on top of it, it really helps to have that in your schedule. Now, if your schedule, if your calendars are full for the next 2 months, you can probably take some time off from doing that. But only if you have your calendars right where you want them for a couple of months. And then down here, I put just reminders. You should all have a tracker, whether it's a notebook, an Excel spreadsheet, one of the trackers available specifically for this, but you should have a recruit lead track list that once a month you are sending them a message just to touch base and let them know how, ask them how things are going, and then show them if there's a special kit offer or a new consultant offer. Next month, of course, is free for all. And so awesome time to become a consultant, which we're going to talk about later. All right, then don't forget this because your leaders need this. Post your party dates on the Dream Builder monthly calendar. That helps us set our goals for our teams, and it makes them more accurate than us guessing. Oh, we usually have this many parties. Okay, so, help us not fret whether or not we're going to be a director team or not. Be green by 15, which is also helpful by this direct ship now with the parties, the orders going in. If you have parties that first week, you should be green by 15 because you should be able to make 150, with the party in the first week. Comment on recruiting posts and Dream Believers to be entered in the weekly drawing. So make sure that you're doing the 4-burner thing that Tracy talked about. How many of you have forgotten about that? Have you been watching whether you were green, whether you hit 1250, whether you had a recruit, or all 4? So be watching that and attend this monthly Zoom. Okay, so I will post this on copy, and then, like I said, adjust it to fit your needs. but don't take off things just because you think they're hard. Okay? Stretch yourself. Go outside your comfort zone to grow your business. I mean, I don't enjoy, making those 10 booking messages. That isn't like I wake up every morning and go, woohoo, I get to go make booking messages. Okay? But it's a necessary thing to have a strong business. So get those out of the way right away, and then you don't have to think about it anymore. Okay? So, all right, any questions on that? Okay, how many by the raise of your hand are actually going to maybe look at that and make it be something that you use in your business? I hope that's a truthful answer and not one that you know the teacher wants to hear. Okay, all right, good. I hope that will be helpful. So we're going to move on to recruiting, and our amazing Sarah will be sharing with us about recruiting.
Hey everyone. So this might relate to you. This time of year, people are looking for the opportunity to earn some extra cash through seasonal jobs for Christmas. Post office usually is hiring extra temporary people, as are multiple retail stores looking for extra help. But Pampered Chef right here has that same opportunity for people looking for that seasonal work. And right now, what better time to join with the anniversary special that they are having this month with those $40 discounted kits for their anniversary. I always be sure that I ask my host 5 times, and there is examples of asking your host 5 times in our units in Dream Builders. It's all there for you. You want to ask before the party starts. Just put that, you're planting that seed, like if they've ever thought about it. And then, once they start getting some people into the group, you can mention, your guests are really excited about your party. Have you ever thought about, are you sure you don't want to turn this into your launch party? You could mention something like that. And then there's different examples all the way through asking your host 5 times. And usually by lots of times, by the 5th time, they've either are joining or you've planted the seed in, possibly reaching out in the future. So especially if they're a rock star host, and then be inviting rock star guests and your rock star host to our opportunity events. Our opportunity event, we hold one every single week normally, and this week it is actually tomorrow during the lunch hour, noon Central Standard Time. And who has all invited someone for tomorrow? Any more hands?
I know Brittany is. She's driving though.
Okay. Yeah. So, it's not too late. Tonight, I challenge you to reach out to 10 people tonight. Here is it's on this notebook. But I have reached out to 60 people in the last 2 days. We were challenged in our director group, Stacia Smilik. She has a different last name. I don't remember her new last name, but she came on and challenged us to reach out to 30 people every day for 3 days. So reaching out to 90 people. I've done 60 so far, and I have, a few people that are, really thinking about it. And what if I wouldn't have reached out to them, right? So we never know what anyone's situation is. And I actually had one of my friends from when I worked at the hospital 7 years ago. She answered and she said, you know, thanks for thinking about me. What's the special things that they have going on right now? So she is thinking about it. But yeah, be sure you're inviting to the opportunity events that we have each week, and ask, what if, and always think about that. What if nobody would have, what if your leader didn't ask you? You wouldn't be here with us. So it's, and I think Nikki, you're on here.
No, a different one.
Oh, that's a different Nikki?
Yeah. Nikki's not with us anymore.
Oh, they spell their name the exact same way. Oh my gosh. But Nikki invited me, and she knew I wanted the quick cooker, and that's what was going on at that time. I had the opportunity to earn the quick cooker, and so I'm so glad that she introduced me and invited me back in. So there's no more perfect time than right now to join, because with those awesome, if somebody has a $50 kit credit, they can get that new starting kit for $9, you guys. So great time.
Perfect.
That's all I have.
You know, that whole debt-free holiday thing, that really rings true to people. You know, they want to be able to buy their kids gifts or grandkids gifts or whatever, and not have to, you know, that they wouldn't have to think about what they're buying and scrimp pennies. All right, so talking about the holidays and the debt-free holiday, Latisse is going to tell us about some things that Pampered Chef has going for the holidays. Unmute.
Probably be helpful. Just a little bit. All right, so we have a couple different holiday shipping schedules. If you plan on getting your gifts and stuff out before Hanukkah, standard shipping needs to be in Saturday, November 28th by 11:59 Central Standard Time to have it delivered by December 9th. And then if you're going to ship it out to your friends, family, maybe order a little sooner. 2-day shipping is going to be from Monday, December 7th by 3 p.m. And then it'll get delivered by December 9th. And then next day shipping needs to be done by Tuesday, December 8th to have that delivered by December 9th. If you're going to do your Christmas shopping and your orders, standard shipping should be done by the 12th of December to have your orders shipped out, I believe, by the 22nd. 2-day shipping needs to be done by December 22nd to have it there by the 24th. And then next day shipping should be done by December 23rd to have it there by the 24th. Also, if you're doing orders from Alaska and Hawaii, they said that if you order by December 9th, it should be there by the 23rd for standard shipping. And don't forget, we have those holiday sets. You have the new cinnamons, the Corianti cinnamon for $12. That's the classic cinnamon. The cinnamon plus for $10. I believe that's the one that's kind of like the pumpkin spice. It's got all the different spices in there. And then you have the double strength vanilla extract. It's only $39, and that's made out of Madagascar vanilla beans, so it's super good stuff. And then we also have gift sets available, and there's 4 different gift sets. You have a wine and cheese gift set that's going to be $151. Let's see. You also have a pizza night gift set. I believe that's $111. And then the 2-quart baker gift set for $115. And then a pancake making gift set for $89. So those are some ways to kind of pull people in and get those bookings for the holidays. And that's all I have.
Great. So we're running really well on time here. So I didn't even ask Tracy this. So if you can just be like, oh no. But you are going to do a baking show, right? Is that you?
Well, I'm going to try my hand at a gift baking workshop.
Yeah. I saw a post about that in somewhere. I remember if it was Director Success or where, but there was a whole layout. It was really cool. Can you share with us what you're doing?
Yeah, sure. In fact, I asked to join, it was Ian, I just had to look for her. Melissa Sparrow is her name, and I asked to join her group because she just finished up her gift baking workshop, and she has done these in the past. And so I decided I have done stuff like that before. So I'm like, I could incorporate some of my own recipes and maybe use some of hers, but just to follow along at how she did hers. And just a way to give back, because people are always looking for ideas. And not only that, you're not just trying to sell them something, you're going to help them do something in their kitchens and that they can share with others. So mine's going to be set up for the middle of November. And basically what she did was she picked 9 recipes. She shared the ingredients on a supply list, and each recipe used like 1 pan or a couple of Pampered Chef items. Not necessarily all of them were needed to make it, but like the brownie pan, of course you needed that, and the mini muffin pan. But what she did was she shared 2 recipes a day, and she went live at same time every evening. If it was like a sugar cookie recipe, she did a jump rope video and showed you how she put the ingredients together for the cookie dough. She didn't go live and spend an hour doing that part. She posted that about 4 hours before she went live, and then she went live later in that night and showed you how she decorates them, talked about her icing on her sugar cookies. And then every day she did this with 2 recipes. So the one was a simple nut recipe, a ranch nut recipe. She just did another jump rope video on how to put that together. So when she did come and share with you, she just showed you how to package it as a gift. Every recipe that she shared, she did show how she packaged them up, what she used, so you could give them away as gifts. So, and she did that for 5 days, and she shared the recipe each day and the baking instructions. She didn't hide nothing. And then she did giveaways every day. She had games and did giveaways for commenting. She had a Google form in there to kind of get everybody's input about it. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great thing to offer to people out there just looking for new things and how to do things, because in the end, I do have 1 surprise recipe in there, and I didn't list what it's called. I listed the ingredients though, and she did not. She had 2 surprise recipes, and of course you want to save them for the end so you keep people following you. But I'm going to share how to make Coogan in mine. I know I've had lots of people wanting to know how I make my Coogan. So that's going to be my surprise recipe at the end. But the whole idea is people can order for this, or you can start it soon enough that if they wanted to order the supplies, they should get it in time to do the workshop with you. But if not, at least they have the ideas that can still go ahead and order what they like and do them at home in enough time for the holidays yet. So
Perfect.
She did hers super early. Hers is done like today. So mine will be done right before Thanksgiving, the week before Thanksgiving. So I'm excited to try it. I think I wanted to do something last year and just didn't have the time. So
Yeah, I think that sounds really exciting. I don't know that our do-it-yourself bowls and stuff. I mean, like this year, I am not going to offer the cocoa cups and stuff like that, just with the whole COVID thing. I would hate for somebody to get sick and then think it was from me, even if it wasn't. So I
but she did she did share some of them little gifts that you can still buy and put together bowls like Jennifer was talking. She shared the recipe and the different there's like 4 different ones you can make. She shared that in there, so if you wanted to personally do that, you had all the information in front of you to do that. You would just have to order the batter bowl. And then she shared some of the things from last year. We had that tortilla warmer with the mix and chop and the seasoning. So you shared ideas throughout. So
I've been actually offering You know, when with the giveaway that they have with the small batter bowl, I've been sharing the little brownie recipe that you can layer in there, so people have that as an idea for Christmas coming up.
Yep.
But Tracy, I have a question. Who was the lady that you got that info from? What Sparrow? What is her first name?
Melissa. I think her name's Melissa. I have actually chatted with her. I'm gonna make sure here. Melissa Taylor Sparrow.
Where did you find her at?
And
She's
she
in one
was
of the groups.
Yes. Some,
Yeah,
I don't know if it was her or not, but there have been some posts about it in the different groups.
Pampered Chef Virtual Party Images,
Okay.
I believe. Group.
Yep. And I think that's one
Well-
thing that we need to remember as consultants, that yes, we want to have parties, and yes, we want, that's the crux of our business, but we also want to be known as being helpers, like with recipes, the freezer meal workshops, those, especially now that they're virtual. I really hope all of you are sharing that on your business page or your personal page. The next one that's November that Margaret posted is all soups and stews. And that, people are just looking for ways to make cooking and things easier. And the freezer meal workshop, you just get a couple, 2 or 3 people to order. And I mean, it's 60, I think this one was 70 or something for the pantry items. So 3 people and you've got a $210 order. So, and then she suggested, throwing in the beer bread and even I added the pretzel dough as an idea, because those are so tasty to eat along with the soups. So that brings it up to the $80 for the free item. So again, it's a service. Yes, they're buying things from us, but ultimately it's a service to fill their freezer. So
I actually had a host that she did a freezer meal workshop last month, a virtual freezer meal workshop, and today we did our Zoom, and it was a lot of fun. And the ladies, they didn't do one before. The host had done one before, and the ladies that she had that attended didn't do one before, and they were like, "That's all I do is just dump the stuff in the Ziploc bag." And I was like, "Yep, that's it." She was like, "This is so easy."
The one that I'm making that I will be on the October one for Margaret is the pork loin with a chili, lime, and honey. That's all it is. A piece of pork loin, put it in a bag with chili, lime, seasoning, and honey. Oh, I feel kind of dumb in the video because it's so easy, but yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I made one, and you just put the meat in and you put all the seasonings and you and put it in the freezer, and I was like, wow, okay.
Super easy. We got all of our meals done in an hour and a half. So all 10.
Yeah. So, and with these freezer meal ones that Margaret is, and I don't know if Tracy or Sarah, I can't remember who else is on the little committee, but Margaret posts the stuff, and all you have to do is copy exactly what she has right there, and then collect the order, and the order goes to the lady, and then you add them to the freezer meal workshop group that Margaret has made, and they watch the videos on there, so once you place the order and add them to that group, you're basically done. So please check that out. Super easy way. And especially coming up to the holidays, even though life is way different, it's still nice to have things to just pull out of the freezer. So all right, well, that ends our agenda. So if anybody has any questions, you can feel free to stay on. Otherwise,
You want the winner, right?
oh, yes, the winner.
Mary is our winner.
Mary, woo! Okay, I'll be sending you some stuff, Mary. Okay, so gotta write that down so I don't forget. All right.
Sarah, in that holiday workshop, if anybody else wants to go check it out, I can sure tag you in it as well. Just let me know.
Mary's got her hand
Thank
up.
you.
I would.
Mary, Latisse, and Greg. Okay.
Thank you, Tracy.
All right. So unless you have some questions for us, which can be about anything, Pampered Chef, have a great month, and please go put your parties on the November calendar that Sarah posted in Dream Builders.
Mhm.
Did we forget to talk about the free for all?
Oh, I kind of
Were we
mentioned.
gonna?
Shoot. So don't forget about the free for all.
Yes, get those bookings on the
You know what?
calendar.
I told my husband I was going to have him look at the clues to see if he could figure out what he thought the new products were.
That organization clue like intrigues me. I'm like, what do they have up their sleeves? It talks about cleaning and organization. So
I don't know. They got rid of those
Mhm.
other everyday cloth thingies, so maybe they're bringing something different,
maybe.
or a spice rack, or
Ooh, spice rack would be nice for all our new bottles.
I don't know. But get those bookings in there because it's so fun to get that shipment of free stuff. And this is the time to be booking for the holidays, and people are in the mood to shop. You know, have a one thing I'm doing is I'm having a vendor event with 3 friends at Color Street, 31, and a Scentsy, and we're having a vendor fair starting on Black Friday through Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday. So we're doing Friday through Monday, and just each of us will make posts, and we have a group, and we did it in the spring in April through all the hoopla, just trying to bounce up sales, and it was really fun. And you know, I think I had 700 in sales from it, and I got like 4 bookings. So I'm not knowing that that's going to happen this time, but it's something fun, something different, and we're calling it Holiday Hoopla. So, all right, so go for that free for all, and then I did post it in Dream Builder so you can look at the different levels that you need to reach. Okay, any questions? All righty, have a great end. Finish October strong, everybody. Bye.
Bye, thanks
Hi, everyone.
for joining us tonight. Bye-bye.